So back on June 2nd, when Rollerdrome got unveiled at a State of Play, a lot of people, including myself, kind of just overlooked it. Like, yeah, it looked cool, you know, cell shaded type thing, but I've never played a Tony Hawk game, and skating in the game doesn't really seem like something that I would really want to do or really see the fun in. But after spending a few hours with Rollerdrome, developed by Roll7, published by Private Division, I am blown away at how much fun I'm having with this game. This game is really, really fun, something that you guys should not miss. And I'm here to give you guys some tips and tricks and overall my thought process on Rollerdrome as of right now, in case you bought the game and you're struggling with it a little bit, or if you have seen some things online about the game and you want to try out that PlayStation Plus premium tier 1 hour free trial for Rollerdrome, which is still available right now, and want some tips on how to get an edge when you get into the game, definitely stick around for my tips and tricks. I got 5 to share with you guys, as well as my overall impressions towards the end of the video. But before we get to all that, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Before we get into the tips and tricks for Rollerdrome, in case you stumbled across this video and you want more information about the game itself, I did do an all info video earlier on this week on the channel. Definitely go check it out over here, and I'll link it over here in the top right hand corner of the screen. So these 5 tips I really thought out for the beginner, right? For someone that is just getting into Rollerdrome, maybe you're struggling, maybe you're not having the most seamless of time learning the mechanics. Here are some beginner tips and tricks for you. First up here, use the grind mechanic. It is not like Tony Hawk where you have to balance your character and everything or anything like that. It is going to just be triangle, and you're going to be able to grind on any pretty much like metal straight surface. They are very easy to see and spot in the arena, and use this mechanic because, as you know about Rollerdrome, you need to be doing tricks and different stunts as you are killing people to get ammo and to refill your ammo as well. The grind does count as a trick, and so that is going to be able to have you have a lot of ammo really quickly if you're in a pinch. It has saved me a ton of times, and the main thing you want to do here is you want to get those high scores and keep that combo going. A lot of these tips are going to be centered around keeping your combo going, and using the grind mechanic to get a ton of ammo really quickly is going to save you and your combo a lot. Next tip here, you master grinding but you're having trouble with the snipers. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to use these snipers to get perfect dodges, to get super reflex mode, to keep us going on that combo. So here is how to do a perfect dodge. Okay, I know snipers can definitely be annoying, but they can also be just as beneficial to you if you know how to get them to give you a perfect dodge. Pay attention to not only the red line that indicates that they are targeting you, but the color and audio cue that comes along with it. If you let them keep targeting you with that red line, which is what you want, eventually as they're about to take a shot at you, it will turn white and you'll hear an audio cue change. When those two things happen, that is exactly when you should hit circle on the PS5 controller and dodge out of the way. This will reward you with a perfect dodge, which will then enable you, when you hit the reflex mode with L2, this will put you in super reflex mode, which is essentially a much better and longer lasting slow motion mode that allows you to put more damage on enemies for that given super reflex mode. So just to be very clear here, there's reflex mode where you just press L2, there's a little timer and it'll slow down the game pretty slowly, right? But then if you do a perfect dodge and then do reflex mode with L2, you will get super reflex mode, which is a lot more slower, and you're able to put more damage down on enemies, and you're able to target different enemies as well very quickly, and it's very, very useful for you. So tip number 3 is more of a strategic thing, when you combine the perfect dodge and super reflex mode and what enemies on the arena you should be focusing on. As you play Rollerdrome, they will introduce heavier and heavier bosses and enemies that are definitely a lot more harder to deal with than just the regular grunts and the snipers in the arena. Okay, what you're going to want to do is, I would definitely prioritize the bigger enemies first, but not by how you think you should, okay? You should keep the snipers that are around the arena alive, okay? Because what they can do is they can funnel you more super reflex mode opportunities to take out those bigger enemies later on. So what you're gonna wanna do here is that I would personally recommend that you leave the snipers alive. Just leave them for like the last few enemies that you kill in a given level, and what you're gonna wanna do is use them to keep targeting you so you can get perfect dodges on them, and then lay down super reflex mode once you get the perfect dodge on the bigger enemies, and then they'll be able to be dealt with very easily with that super reflex mode. Bigger enemies are kind of hard to deal with in this game because they have shields sometimes, right, that I've been noticing as my first few hours of the game. So what that means is that when you hit them with the shotgun, right, they will throw up a shield because it's not a one-hit kill. So a lot of times that can mess up your combo, because if they throw up the shield again, you can't lay damage to them until they lower that shield, which takes a few moments for them to lower down the shield, and that could throw off your whole combo if you're not careful. So using that super reflex mode will slow down your time even more, thus giving them a bigger window that they are open before they open that shield to actually get a kill on them. It's very useful. I would recommend using the pistols on the heavier enemies and just spraying them down in super reflex mode. That will take them down very quickly. My next tip here is something that I was definitely ignoring my first few hours of Rollerdrome, but as I got more used to it, they are definitely beneficial. Do not ignore the pickups in this game, okay? These can really save a run for you if you find yourself out of ammo and need to keep a high combo going as well. The orange tokens are called the combo tokens. Those are going to be what I am focusing on. There are these blue tokens called like trick tokens that really just indicate where you should do a trick, which is beneficial because you definitely want to keep doing tricks to keep getting your ammo and everything, but to keep a combo going specifically, you definitely want to handle with those combo tokens. Those are going to be able to give you, just as if you got a kill, that is the same thing as getting a combo token, right? So they're kind of like a get out of jail free card if you find yourself without ammo and you really need to keep up a combo. If you have a combo token nearby, just pick up those in the arena and you'll be good to go. They are in pretty difficult spots sometimes, so definitely my next tip is going to definitely help you a lot in terms of just being used to this game and how it controls to be able to get those combo tokens, but they are in pretty hard to find and hard to reach places because you're going to want to know how to master the game, which is definitely my next tip. Don't be afraid to go back and replay those levels where you maybe got a C or a D and you still passed and you still got a couple challenges, but really sitting down and learning what the challenges are asking of you is going to make sure that you have a skill level that is definitely keeping up with the game's difficulty, because this game gets pretty tough, I ain't gonna hold you. So being able to really learn the mechanics, learn how the movement feels, even if you're someone like me that never played Tony Hawk growing up and only played, I mean honestly, I only played this game called Downhill Jam from Tony Hawk on the DS, but that did not obviously have the most in-depth mechanics from a movement perspective. So definitely spending time in these levels, learning to master them is really going to help you really learn how the movement feels in this game and how to pull out better tricks to be able to keep up your score and be more successful in Rollerdrome in the future. Just some bonus tips as I was recording and thought of these in my head. Save some weaker enemies on the arena as you go through a level as insurance, right? This is in case you need to keep up your combo and maybe you get in a pinch where you're out of ammo, you use all of your combo tokens and you're really just in a tight pinch. Jump, do a quick little trick, get a few shots and be able to kill that weak enemy that you left as insurance, because yep, multi-kills are going to be great for your score, but keeping up that combo is going to be much more beneficial for you in the long run as you're playing Rollerdrome. Guys, as I said in my Rollerdrome info video, this game is going to be $20 if you are a PS Plus subscriber on any tier, by the way, up until August 29th. This game is well worth $20. Let me tell y'all something, okay? For real, this game is really addictive, really fun. I even took a 20-minute break in between recording this video because I wanted to play some Rollerdrome because I was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game is going to be such an addictive experience for you if you enjoy that, like, really bullet time type of quick, twitchy type of gameplay. Like, this game is going to be really the one for you, and it really does remind me of the feeling I had of satisfaction when I played Doom Eternal, where like in Doom Eternal, you have to use your flamethrower to get this specific type of ammo, you have to do this specific melee to get this ammo and everything, and different stuff like that, and like having this knowledge of your abilities and what those rewards give you. I'm having a very similar thing here with Rollerdrome in terms of how I'm able to use use all these mechanics and really make my runs better and better as I improve my skill level. Rollerdrome is really fun, guys. Definitely go check it out. It's $20 on PSN. After August 29th, it'll be $30 regular on MSRP, and it's also on PC as well. Definitely check out Rollerdrome, guys. It's gonna be one of the big indie games that we talk about for Game of the Year 2022. I'm sure of it. Definitely go check out Rollerdrome. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Down below, let me know, did any of these tips improve your scores? Do you have any other beginner tips that you have that I didn't mention? Let me know down below in that comment section. And don't forget, while you are down there, make sure to check out that description. You can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and of course our Anchor link that way you can listen to our long form content and podcast format. Those of course being The Road to Part 1, the weekly podcast series dedicated to any and all things The Last of Us Part 1 remake. Definitely that is going on the way. We have episode 4 coming out on Sunday, and future episodes coming out Sundays 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Definitely get in tune for that if you are excited for The Last of Us Part 1. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.